Okay, children. So in the today's topic, we are going to study how a protein is made. The information is in the DNA. DNA is a double stranded, which has in the previous class we have studied that the DNA make RNA. RNA is a single strand. DNA is much longer, but RNA is small. The one DNA can carry information of thousands of RNA. Now, what type of RNA is to be made? That information will come from there, and that particular type of RNA will be made. And that RNA can make either one polypeptide or entire protein. Now, what type of if the protein is small and it can be made together, then well and good. Otherwise, it will be making small polypeptide, and these polypeptide will join together to make a particular type of protein, and that protein will carry out a function. So now we need, that is how the protein made, that is called translation. So today's topic of lecture is, that is the translation. This translation is different from the translation which you study in language. In the language, the translation is simply changing it into some other language, but here the translation is that the information which is written on the RNA is changed into protein. Now when we are to do this translation, we require some type of RNA, and these are three different type of RNA, that is mRNA, we already discussed about them, tRNA, and we also discussed that is the rRNA. rRNA will make ribosomes, tRNA, mRNA brings the blueprint, that what type of mRNA has to be made, and tRNA are the carriers of various specific amino acid. Now we shall discuss one by one them. The messenger RNA, as I said, has the information that what type of polypeptide or protein has to be made in the form of various nitrogen bases, and these are the various nitrogen bases. I'm not going to write the whole thing. I'm just mentioning it. That is, this is the 3 and this is, sorry, 5 and that is the 3 and it has number of nitrogen bases. Interestingly, in a messenger RNA, the process will begin only from AUG. We already discussed about the codon, and I said that AUG has two functions. That is, and from the first, that is 5, and the very first set of AUG is acting as a initiator. Okay, that is the starter, and if it found anywhere in between, this will be acting as a methionine, and UAA or UAG or UGA, one of these three will terminate the process. Year from year to year, and from year to year, the termination, suppose here it is the UAA is finished here. So from year to year, some unwanted segments are there. These unwanted segments are called UTR, untranslated region. Now, why that UTR are there? Actually, they are providing safety. Due to some reason or other, a certain part of the end is split off or breaks or damaged, then also our functional mRNA does not lose its identity. It will still remain function. So when messenger RNA will be copied, it will be copied from here to here only. It will not be copied, and this will not be copied in protein. So that is what the messenger RNA is. And all the, we have already studied that the codons are found in the set of 3, and the codons will be read in a contingent fashion, that is one after other. There will be no punctuation in between, there will be no stop in between, there will be no comma in between. Okay, so this is what the messenger RNA. The role of tRNA is very important. Now if we study the tRNA, we have studied that the tRNA is clover leaf in shape. Clover leaf in shape. Now we cannot draw the clover leaf, so just for the sake of study, we have given it a this particular accepted structure. This region is the region where amino acid attaches. And this region is the anticodon region. Whatever type of nitrogen base sequence is there, the codon sequence is there on the messenger RNA, its anticodon will be there. Suppose AUG was there. Anywhere in the first place, if the AUG is here in the messenger RNA, suppose this is the messenger RNA and it is AUG, so its complementary, that is UAC, will be here. Okay, so the complementarity is very important in choosing or selecting a particular type of tRNA. No other tRNA can come here, only a tRNA which has got this codon which is complementary to AUG will come here. No other will be accepted. So there is no chance of any error, and hence the protein which are made from the tRNA are exactly what we desire. The chances of error are very rare. Of course, it can be there. We cannot say that the chances of error cannot be there at all. It can occur somewhere or other. So this is the tRNA. tRNA has clover leaf shape. This point is very important, that is the anticodon site, which will be reading the messenger RNA and bringing the particular type of amino acid. Amino acids are attached here. Now each tRNA will have an anticodon, and according to that it can attach only a specific amino acid depending on the codon. Now remember, the codon always specified on the basis of messenger RNA, not on the basis of tRNA. Okay, now when we say EUG, here it will be methionine. Now if we see UAG, it will be standing something else, so don't get confused. The amino acid which is going to attach on the tRNA is based on the messenger RNA, not on the basis of anticodon which is found in the tRNA. Now how this process, how this amino acid will go and attach here? Naturally it will require some energy. So this sequence, it is called the charging of the tRNA or amino acetylation of the tRNA. How this is done? Amino acetylation of the tRNA. This is the tRNA molecule, tRNA. It will react with 1 ATP and it will form a temporary tRNA AMP complex plus 2 phosphates will be lost. That means it has got the energy of 2 phosphate molecules now. And now the tRNA AMP will combine with that specific amino acid for which it is made, and the amino acid will take the place of AMP and the molecule will become tRNA AMP, sorry, amino acid plus amino acid AMP will be released. So in order to combine one amino acid to one tRNA, energy of 2 ATP is required. That is why you see we require how much food and how much energy every day. You see that these processes are going on continuously in our body. Every day we have to make millions and millions of RBC, millions and millions of WBC, platelets, skin cells, the intestinal cells, and many other cells which are dying and they have to be replaced, plus immunity. So many. See nowadays how many different type of problems are there. So body are continuously replacing the functionless cells, and these functionless cells will be made, that is mainly consisting of the protein, and the protein will be made by this process only. Besides this, we require several other enzymes, digestive enzymes. We require many other enzymes also, which may not be required to make the whole cell, but they are for the functioning of the cells. Now when I am speaking class 11th, you already studied that the muscular movement, that also required energy. There also ATP was changing into AMP, and that energy was coming from continually from ATP. So each time bond is broken and each time bond is made, that is when we speak, how many times we are twisting our tongue, and for how many bonds are broken and how many new bonds are formed. So all that energy is coming, and that is why we see that body, even if you are not doing anything, constantly require energy. So energy supply is, now this is how the tRNA is charged. It is clear to you? We have studied the two species, mRNA we have studied tRNA, and their roles we have studied. I said tRNA is a clover-leaf shape. It has two important sites. One is the anticodon site, which is reading the mRNA, and one is the amino acid attachment site, where the amino acid goes and attach. Now it is not that the amino acid no sooner sees that a blank ATP is there, tRNA is there, go and attach itself. It requires energy, so that one tRNA will combine with ATP. tRNA AMP complex will form. 2 phosphates energy is used there, which is equal to the energy of 2 ATPs. ATP changing into ADP. And then tRNA AMP will combine with ATP, and the AMP will be released there. Okay, so this is how the charging of tRNA is done. Now, tRNA are always charged. They just keep loaded with a specific amino acid for which they are meant. The RNA will make ribosome. Ribosomes are two subunits. We have studied, that is a small subunit and a large subunit. Okay, and they are made up of RNA and other segments. Okay, now let us study how the protein synthesis take place. The messenger RNA was Lawrence.